What's up guys, it's Lolaman and it's time to face the final challenge of the Nuzlocke, the Elite 4. We're starting off with the Ghost type Elite 4 member Chantal, who leads off with the Kofu Grias, who is gonna be quite tanky, so we're gonna take it down with Yami, who is pretty good defensively and he can take the Shadow Balls pretty well considering he's a Dark type. Also finished him off with a few Shadow Claws over there. For Golurk, we're gonna send out Yoroi because Golurk is gonna have good defenses, so we're just gonna Toxic stall this guy with Iron Defense as well in the middle. So we brought in Yoroi also because Golurk is a physical attacker, so Iron Defense is gonna help out a lot. We're just gonna heal up a bit here because they used a full restore, so our Toxic stall kind of ended over there. Full restore will restore your health as well as any status conditions, so that's where our Toxic stall ended, so we had to restart the Toxic and stall it out again. We lost some PP over there, but that's alright. Chandelure comes in, we're very scared of that as a bug and steel type, which is 4x weak, so we're gonna switch into Eva for the sturdy live, but he apparently didn't need the sturdy, he is pretty good defensively. We took it down with the rock slide pretty easily. Drift Blim coming in, we're just gonna stick with Eva, heal it up a bit and just kill it with the rock slide. So that was the Ghost type Elite 4 member Chantal, pretty easy takedown if I should say so myself. We're going on to the Dark type, which should be pretty easy considering we have a complete bug type team. Just gonna start off with Yari. I think I'm gonna just set up a few sword stances here. Fake out is annoying, but it's okay. Attract is just utter pain, man. The number of times I get immobilized here is just crazy. Like, I think 8 or 9 times, I can't even count, there were so many. But yeah, in my opinion, Attract is more painful than sleep paralysis, confusion, anything, because it just doesn't wear off, like, unless you have some really good luck, because it can last until the opposing Pokemon goes down, which is crazy. So yeah, as you can see, I can barely move at all, but yeah, we used the opportunity to set up because he wasn't doing too much damage, and now we're just gonna X-scissor everything to death. Should be all one-hit KOs due to the sword stance buffs. So that's good. We've taken down the Dark type member. We're gonna move on to the Psychic type. Yari did sweep the previous one, but I'm gonna count on him to sweep this one as well because again, Bug is really good against Psychic, and arguably Yari is the member in our team with the biggest damage output, unless you consider Heracross, but then again his defenses aren't really good. We're gonna use the opportunity to set up over here because usually the first member of each Elite Four is gonna be the weakest one, but god damn, this Musharna just wouldn't stop yawning me. I just have to keep switching out. This is crazy. Look at the amount of times he's yawning me. I thought I'd wait for the PP to run out, but I was like, okay, doesn't this guy have like 30 PP on a yawn? So I was like, I'm not waiting 30 turns, man. Let's just take it down over here. Not sure why I toxicked over there. I should have just gone into Yari, but Yari was asleep. Yeah, that was the problem. I should have waited for Yari to wake up over here so that he could be ready for the next few Pokemon. Yeah, that was the mistake I made, but yeah, we make mistakes and we live through it. Now Yari is asleep and Rhinoculus has some good damage output, which is really scary. He could 3-hit KO me there, so I'm gonna heal up. This sleep is just not going away. It's been like 4 or 5 turns now. Yeah, so we had to use 2 hyper potions over there. We really couldn't help it. We're gonna sword stance once and we're gonna take it out. The rest of it should be a pretty easy sweep. Again, this is a similar strat to the previous one. Set up and just annihilate them. 1-hit KOs everywhere, and we're done with the Psychic type leader as well. A bit annoying with the yawns and stuff, but it's alright. We're done with it and we're heading on to the Fighting type. So far it's the first attempt sweep of the Elite Four, which is looking really good, but the champion could set us back. I don't think the Fighting type should be too big of a deal, but yeah, let's see how it goes. Guess who's in the lead this time? Oh look, it's Yari again. This guy is just sweeping through the Elite Four because, again, the Fighting type is just filled with physical Pokemon, so I can just set up with Iron Defense, put up a few sword stances here, and just wreck all of them with Iron Head. Absolutely no problems here. Yari is just sweeping through everybody in this Elite Four. An Iron Head over there. Unfortunately, Sock survived due to Sturdy and he healed up with a full restore. I'm gonna live with another Sturdy, but yeah. Taking him down, that was the end of the Elite Four. Even with 2 burdens over here, Darker and Shedinja, Yari was just a one-man army. We didn't even need anybody else for 3 of the Elite Four members, and I'm expecting you to put in the effort for the champion. So yeah, we walk onto the stairs with the champion. the final challenge of the Nuzlocke, and I'll see you guys over there in the next video.
Hello guys, a live thing here, and finally after going through the victory road, we have reached the Pokemon Black and White 2 Elite 4. So we've got our team ready. We've got our Denki given to us by Lolaman, Sabaton, Juan, Pebble, Kusosan, and Tremos. Actually, I'm feeling kinda confident. Let's go for 3 sword stances. And with this amount of health, I think we can just go ahead and Sacred Sword to deal with. 2 Sacred Sword as well. So yep, we're kind of capped at level 60, so this battle is mostly on even grounds. So it's not like I'm over leveled or anything. We want to go for a Psychic, and then from Psychic into Ghost. She should come out of the beautiful flower. The Psychic type, Elite 4 Caitlyn. Tremos puts up a Sandstorm, and I think the Crunch should deal just enough, if not. Okay, the Sandstorm does kill her in the next one. Tremos, please don't fall asleep. Tremos fell asleep. King Bubbers. And Relentless is down. Alright, Pebble, hit your Stone Edge. Psychic will do a little bit of damage. A Stone Edge should kill you. And there we go. As expected, he just wakes up on the 3rd turn. That leaves us with the Ghost, so we're gonna quickly heal our Pokemon up in this Book Lady. Alright, and Chantal shall be our opponent, it is. But I think another Thunderbolt will kill the opponent anyway. Earthquake will kill here. Energy Ball shouldn't hit him too hard. Alright. Earthquake will kill her. A Crunch should be able to take him down. Crunch does take him down. I think a Crunch will take him down anyway. But the Aftermath might hurt. Alright. It's okay. We survived that easy. Okay, so we've got the Fighting type Elite 4 Marshall. Alright, let's go for some Acrobatics. This should deal on a high roll half. Yep. Payback shouldn't kill me. Payback does not kill me at all. Alright, so we get another Acrobatics off and throw dice. He sends a Mian Shell. Denki is faster, so this Thunderbolt should do a lot of damage. The Mian Shell goes for a U-turn and returns to Marsh. Now we gotta come Kelder. So I'm gonna have to Volt Switch. This deals around 1/3 of the health into Kuso-san, which if Kuso-san survives the Stone Edge, which it does not, okay. Into Denki again, into a Volt Switch. That does a lot of damage and Proxys. It was very. Denki comes back to me. So we send out Yuan. He misses the Stone Edge, so we can get a Sacred Sword. And it kills him. Okay, don't kill the dice. Forwards. So the Sacred Sword should kill. Alright, so I'm gonna switch to Denki again because the Sock has Sturdy. I can Volt Switch to break his Sturdy. He's going to use Rock Slide. And since he's using Rock Slide, I can just pull out Juan. Yep, he goes for the Rock Slide. And Juan should be faster by a lot. So the Sacred Sword should kill. Perfect. Oh, it's too easy. And we're gonna go up the Champion's Chamber. Or down.
Welcome back, and let's get right into the battle with Chantal because I missed some footage again, but fortunately not much this time. We were on her second last Chandelier, we Poke took down, and now it's Drifblim where we switch back to Zoroark, who was pretty much solo carrying us through her. Since she's Ghost type, we didn't have many problems with her. It was an easy takedown, and yep, so that Shadow Ball should do the job. And with that, we're finally done with Chantal, the Librarian, the first of the Elite Four. 3 more to go. So right after her, let's go into the second easiest, or probably the easiest. The two of them are switchable. So that's Caitlyn, the psychic type, the sleeping beauty. And as we enter into her battle, we know that she has rather tanky Pokemon like Musharna and Reuniclus. Anyway, out goes our Zoroark as usual, but the Shadow Ball doesn't kill her, obviously, so we get Yawn, we switch out. We don't want a sleeping Zoroark since he'd be solo carrying us through her too. So we keep switching until she runs out of Yawns, I guess, or I run out of my patience, which is quite about now. So here I go into set up spikes, and that's a charge beam from her side. That's scary. Her special attack is increasing. Another charge beam. Okay, this is getting scary, so I think this is the last one I'd take before I'd switch out. That was rather risky. I would have died to a crit there, but in goes Pork, who's immune to charge beams and crunches the Musharna down. Next we have Reuniclus, another tanky yet slow Pokemon. So this guy's poison thanks to our setup with Purple Haze, so shouldn't be much of a problem, except that Focus Blast is kinda scary. Thank god our Poke survived. Another crit death right there, but 2 crunches should be able to handle this guy as easy as the previous Musharna. Next we have Sigilyph, who is the psychic flying. We're sending in Philo for a free switch so that we can heal in our Poke and do some damage here. So Poke, out you go again, intimidate that thing, but an Ice Beam does a lot of damage. So anyway, let's just rock slide it, hoping that it gets a kill, and we got lucky with that crit there. So down goes the Sigilyph, the final Pokemon of Caitlyn, where we send back our Zoroark, who is cosplaying as the two-headed dragon Gunter. So she did have the citrus berry, but I suppose poisoning her was a good choice. Anyway, she goes down too, and with that we're done with Sleeping Beauty Caitlyn. She did lose a little weight from the platinum appearance of hers in the frontier brain, but anyway, next is Grimsley, Dark type. We're Dark type too, so let's see who's the better Dark type. Grimsley, it's between you and I. You send off our first Dark type, that is Scratch. Nice to see you here. Are you for revenge? Anyway, we start off with Lil Pain, who'll be taking that flinch without really needing to flinch. But the attract is gonna be kind of bad for us because we were planning to solo carry with this man and Aerial Ace too. I think it's best if we switch for now and switch him back in once Liepard is down. So off you go, Pork. Let's take a turn to first heal our Lil Pain, and the next turn goes in Earthquaking the Scrat. So bye bye Scrat, that's your final appearance. We'll be seeing more of you here. Lil Pain back with full health. Hopefully his Moxie is enough to take down all these guys. So we got one Moxie, that's the Scrafty. Should be able to take it down. Oh no, that's just 1 health. A sliver of the bar left. Anyway, 2 more Brick Breaks and that's down 2. If we have Crocodile, who does have Intimidate, so we'll have to go for High Jump Kick in order to take this. Let's hope we don't crash. We didn't. And that's Grimsley down. So we have taken down 3 on 4. Will we be able to take down Marshall without any deaths? I really hope so. Iris is a really tough challenge. So here we go into the final Elite Four battle between us and Marshall. He sends out Thraw. I'm going in with Drapion. Let's first set up some spikes. We'll need to play this a little smart. We can't just blindly use the best, most super effective damaging move every time, because we might just lose a few Pokemon if we do that. Well, but thankfully Purple Haze is pretty tanky when it comes to defense, so we can attack it twice before we need to switch out. And the speed drops are looking bad, but hopefully Philo should do the job here. Okay, I did not expect that crit. Anyway, not like I made like perfect calculations, but the Aerial Ace should be enough to take Thraw down. If not, we are gonna quick attack it so that it doesn't really attack us first with the speed up. Never mind, he full restores, I forgot about those. But let's hope we get. Okay, we're still faster, which is great. Um, so take that fly throw, and you're down. Next we'd have who's coming in next. Let's see. Next is Conkelder. Okay, that's one big bulky man. So let's go with Lil Pain or Crocodile. Let's go with both, since he does seem to be doing good damage generally, and he has rather high stats. We also get the Intimidate and the badly poisoned status on Conkelder thanks to our setups. So off you go down to an Earthquake, or maybe two. Okay, even two don't seem like they'd be enough to take it down. Let's see. Okay, so stops at 89. Anyway, we send in our Philo and fly down on Conkel. So now that he's down, next is Sock. So for Sock, we'd be going with Lil Pain, who'll switch him out for a Mian Shao, and we switch into Philo, go for a fly, avoid the high jump kick, which does damage to her, which is great for us. And now that Mian Shao is down, it's her last, which is Sock. So far, so good, no deaths. And that Sock is down with our Philo too. That takes down Marshall, no deaths, guys. We're finally done with the Elite Four. Now I'm scared about Iris. So this is our final team. Pretty well leveled up. Gunter still hasn't evolved. See you guys next time.
I'll start off with Chantal. Here we go. And another Dark Pulse. Hopefully this takes out the Cofagrigus. And it does. Another Thunderbolt. And that should take out the Drifblim. Fire Blast there by the Chandelier. That does a lot of damage. And here I think I'll switch out with my move in with the last Air Slash, and that feeds the Chandelier. And to end it with a Flamethrower. And there we go. We beat the first leader, first Elite Four, with no casualties. Moving on to the next Elite Four champion, Caitlyn of the Psychic type. And another Shadow Ball here. Should take out the Musharna. And it does. Starting with the Thunderbolt. Should take out half the health. More than half. And the Ice Beam does quite some damage here. Got Caitlyn to use her full restore. That's good. And two Thunderbolts to take out the Sigilif. And hopefully it flinches. And that's a critical hit. Got saved there by the crit. And the last Flamethrower there to take it out. And we beat the Elite Four Caitlyn right there. And here we go. Against Grimsley, the Dark type Elite Four. And thank you for not being distracted, Togekiss. That track was truly dangerous. This fly should take it out. And it does. And looks like the crocodile knows a dragon claw. And we get a freeze. That's really lucky. With a critical hit, and the crocodile is taken out. That was way too easy. Excuses, Grimsley, excuses. And that's a one shot. That has to be a one shot. It's super effective. The Bishop faints. And my Togekiss
levels up. We're up against the Elite 4 Marshal now, and this time I plan to open with my Emolga. Let's see how things go. Another acrobatics here, and that should take out this throw. And it does. Another air slash, and the Conch Elder should be out. It's out. The rock slide here, that should hurt quite a lot. And it's super effective. Another aura sphere. I hope this is a crit. And the sock fainted. High jump kick there by the Mian Shao, and it fails. And that takes out the Mian Shao, and this was the easiest Elite 4 ever. And I'm done beating the Elite 4 this time. Time to move on to the Champions League.